What do you do when you've already prayed, already cried, already begged, and it still feels like nobody's answering? What do you do when your need is real, your problem is urgent, and the door in front of you stays shut? Because sometimes life will back you into a corner so tight that dignity has to leave the room. And that's where this story begins. It was late. Not I should be in bed, late. Desperate late. The kind of late where the streets are quiet, the windows are dark, and everybody with any sense is already asleep. A man sat in his house, tired, half-dressed for bed, trying to ignore the pounding in his chest. Then came the knock. Not polite, not soft, urgent. He opened the door and found a traveler standing there. Dust on his clothes, fatigue in his face, need in his eyes. Back then, hospitality wasn't optional. You didn't just tell people, "Sorry, DoorDash is closed." If someone arrived at your house hungry, tired, and worn down, you were expected to care for them. But there was one problem. He had nothing. No bread, no meal, no backup plan, no hidden stash in the pantry. And it's one thing to have a problem. It's another thing when somebody else's need shows up at your door, and you realize you don't have what it takes to help. Some of us know that feeling too well. People keep coming to you for strength, for wisdom, for leadership, for prayer, for comfort. And some nights, if you're honest, you're running on fumes. They think you've got bread, but inside, you're empty. So the man does something bold, something awkward, something almost embarrassing. He leaves his house and goes to his friend's house at midnight. Build tension. Now picture this. No streetlights, no text message, no you up, no polite scheduling, just darkness and a man pounding on a closed door. Knock, knock, knock. "Friend, lend me 3 loaves of bread. A guest has come to me and I have nothing to set before him." Inside the house, you can hear movement. A groan, a blanket shift. Somebody's irritated. Then the voice comes through the other side of the door. "Don't bother me." That line stings, doesn't it? Because that's exactly what some prayers feel like. You ask for help, and heaven feels silent. You cry for breakthrough, and all you hear is stillness. You knock for healing, for provision, for peace, for an answer, for direction, and it feels like the door isn't opening. Inside, the friend keeps talking. "The door is already locked. My children are in bed. I can't get up and give you anything." Translation? This is inconvenient. And isn't that what fear whispers to us? Don't ask again. Don't pray about it anymore. Don't bring that to God one more time. You've already asked enough. You're doing too much. You're being annoying. But the man outside doesn't leave. Because when your need is deep enough, pride loses its grip. When the situation is bad enough, you stop caring how you look. When somebody you love is hungry enough, you don't care if the knocking makes people uncomfortable. So he stays. Still outside. Still desperate. Still knocking. And then Jesus says something wild. He says the man inside won't get up because of friendship, but he will get up because of the other man's persistence. That word persistence carries the idea of shameless boldness. Not polished, not cute, not religiously proper, just relentless. The kind of prayer that says, "I'm not leaving this at the door. I'm not walking away empty. I didn't come this far to stop knocking now." That's the heart of this parable. Jesus is teaching us that there are moments in life when faith doesn't look quiet and graceful. Sometimes faith looks like refusing to go home. Sometimes faith looks like ugly crying in prayer. Sometimes faith looks like worshiping while your answer is still locked behind the door. Sometimes faith sounds like, "God, I still need you. God, I still believe you. God, I'm still here. God, I'm knocking again." But here's the part people miss. The man wasn't knocking because he was greedy. He was knocking because he had nothing. And that's exactly where many of us meet God. Not at our strongest. Not at our cleanest. Not at our most impressive. But at the moment we finally admit, Lord, I don't have enough. I don't have enough peace. I don't have enough patience. I don't have enough strength. I don't have enough answers. I don't have enough bread for what life is demanding from me. And Jesus says, good. Knock anyway. Because heaven is not moved by fake perfection. Heaven responds to desperate faith. This isn't about manipulating God. This isn't about wearing him down. This is Jesus showing us the kind of relationship the Father invites. A relationship where you can come boldly, repeatedly, honestly, desperately, even at midnight, even when it's ugly, even when all you have is a need and a trembling hand on the door. Some of you are in a midnight season right now. Something showed up in your life you weren't prepared for. A bill, a diagnosis, a heartbreak, a betrayal, a burden, a responsibility bigger than your current capacity. And the truth is, you don't have the bread. But the message of this parable is not, figure it out yourself. The message is, keep knocking. Knock when you're tired. Knock when you're doubting. Knock when your voice shakes. Knock when it's inconvenient. Knock when everybody else has gone to sleep on your situation. Because if Jesus told this story, it means your midnight is not the end of the conversation. The door may feel closed, but heaven is not ignoring you. So let me ask you, what door have you stopped knocking on? What prayer did you bury? What breakthrough did you stop believing for? What burden did you quietly decide to carry alone? Tonight, go back to the door and knock again. If this story hit you, put this in the comments. I'm knocking again. And if you're in a midnight season, subscribe to Parables Reborn. Because these aren't just old Bible stories. They're mirrors, warnings, invitations, and sometimes they're the exact word you need before the door opens.